Hey, what is up, DCS Crew? It is pocket real estate time. It's time to show off who is going to be riding in my pocket today. It is Thursday, the 23rd. Holy crap, we're almost at the home stretch. This has been crazy, guys. Y'all gotta pray for me here. So, you're probably wondering about this little logo that's up here above my logo. And for those of you who do know what this is, don't spoil it in the comments section, but that's actually has something to do with the knife today that's going to be in my pocket. It's actually been a modified knife, and I don't want to give it away too much right here at the beginning, but I will start with this. So I'm going to show you the box that the knife came in, and if you feel you're interested in checking out the rest of the video, by all means, go ahead and do so. Okay, so there it is. Interested? Okay, cool. All right, today's pocket real estate goes to this guy right here. That's right. This is my Spyderco Lil Native. This is actually the first time I'm unveiling it on the channel. It's something that I picked up not too long ago, but I've been kind of, wishy-washy as to whether I should pick one up. I've been saying I'm going to, and then I don't. I have my reasons why I was kind of like, I don't want to get it, and then, every now and then I'll peruse the Reddit forums, the sub forums and stuff like Knife Swap, or even online on Facebook. That sometimes they have like some nice EDC buy, sell, and trade groups and stuff on Facebook. Shout out to all them. And this guy came about not on Facebook but on Reddit. And so I reached out to the guy, and, we started talking a little bit, and, he basically told me everything that he had done to it. And this is my custom modified Spyderco Lil Native. Okay, this is the version with the compression lock, which is basically a liner lock from the back. I mean, they designed it that way. It's something really cool that is, if to my knowledge, exclusive to Spyderco. It has the wire clip that's a deep carry for both the left and the right hand, which isn't too deep carry, but it gets the job done. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into the mods as soon as I do this quick comparison. Actually, wait, before I do that, let me just go ahead and show it off from the front. That is the clip side, as you can see there. This is the back with the compression lock. This is the show side, top and bottom. Okay, cool. Now, that being said, I'll just put it right here. Let's go ahead and do a size comparison with some other stuff that's here. All right, I'll start small. CJRB Feldspar. That is the small version. This is the QSP Penguin in D2, which, by the way, Blade HQ now stocks this particular knife in an exclusive configuration. To my knowledge, it's green micarta. Go ahead and check that out. It's the Reich Knives Toulet. That's G10 fully. That's a G10 integral, first of its kind, if I'm not mistaken. This is the CJRB Centros, because Dylan Mallory's my boy, so I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze the Centros into as many videos as I can, right? This is the Hogue Knives Deca. All right, and last but not least, this is the Cevivi Dogma. If you haven't seen my video on this, go ahead and check that out. Great knife. Blue G10 and deep carry clip, D2 steel, fantastic. Personally, in my opinion, it's probably one of the most celebrated knives, and most I looked forward to this almost as much as I did to the Backlash. So that being said, back to this little guy. So the cool thing is, I ran into somebody on Reddit, and he was selling this particular knife, and then he went over the mods and stuff that he had done to it. And so one thing that he did was he actually picked up a couple of scales from this company, which is Flytanium. All right, and they make scales for different knives, including the that CRKT, that God damn it, what the hell, Jens Ansos, the Vox, excuse me, CRKT, I forget the name. Feel free to go ahead and sign off on that below, because it just escapes me right now. I don't have one. But in any case, they make different scales for different knives. And these he picked up. These are titanium scales that were anodized blue. I think they were anodized blue by him. And then what he did was he ran them through a stone wash, and it gives it that kind of like textured look, that weathered look. on both sides. Super, super cool. In my honest opinion, I thought they came out really badass. And then what he did here is he put a finger choil, excuse me, a sharpening choil. Okay, and then another thing that he did over here is that he rounded this area off. He smoothed it off after he had rounded it off so that it's more of a, gives you a little bit more purchase just for like your finger. And aside from that, there is a bit of a design flaw that this particular knife came out with, which ended up not making it, you know, a perfect 10 in a lot of people's books. Okay, and I don't advise that you do this because it's going to avoid the warranty, but in any case, this was something that I was never going to go ahead and send to Spyderco anyway. So what happened basically is because of the fact that it had a little notch here to the top, and if I'm not mistaken, this was all jimped out. Okay, by removing that little area, that notch, when closed, it was actually digging right in here. And say like you'd have it open, when you're going to close it, it wouldn't close with your finger there. I mean, it would just basically stick out, and it just it was something that was very uncomfortable. You really couldn't open and then, you know, close the knife, you know, without any issues. Now you can. I mean, you know, you have no issues whatsoever. And one other thing that always really deterred me from the Native, which is actually helping me right now, because even though it's a little bright in the room, the fact that this surface over here is kind of like a very light matte bead blast. I've never been a fan of that, and I think that for something like this, it's nice because it kind of gives the opportunity for the Flightanium scales and that texturing, you know, that stonewash look to really shine. And this is a really cool knife. I mean, I like it a lot. It's something that I had kind of been looking into, and I just kept seeing the G10 version, and I was like, eh. And then I saw somebody with this. I'm like, holy crap, that is something unique. It's made in the US. It does have the S30V. As you can see, it's made in the Golden, Colorado factory, and there's Eric Glesser's mark. And the cool thing is he included the original G10 scales. So if I ever plan to put them back, you know, spoiler alert, I'm not. But if I ever choose to put them back, I can always just go ahead and reinstall them. But in any case, I really like this little knife. It's a little bit bigger than the Dragonfly. And as you can see from the, you know, the other knives that I went ahead and I showed off earlier, it's just the size, it makes it deceptively small because, you know, you hold it like this and you're like, okay, that's not going to work. But then when you hold it like this, you can actually get, you know, your entire 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, fingers on there. You put your, you know, your thumb here in the back, and you've got one hell of, you know, a usable knife. I mean, this is a great utility knife, and it's something that's very unassuming. You can keep it in your pocket and, you know, take it out when you need it, even for something for the office. You know, it's got a little bit of weight to it because the scales obviously in the titanium are heavier than G10, but the truth is, this is something that works really well, you know, if you have issues with knife flaws in your area, or if you're in a setting where you don't need a huge knife and you want to be able to go ahead and carry one anyways. This is nice to be able to go ahead and use on days like that, or even in the office. I mean, it's something that's, you know, it's not too thick. It gets the job done, especially with these nice little Flightanium scales. I mean, you can anodize them in different colors. You can leave them the way they are. And true story, I actually wore this to the office before, you know, everything went to shit and we closed our doors temporarily, working from home due to COVID-19. And one of my friends who is, I don't know if she's a knife person or not or whatever, she actually saw me use this knife to open up some stuff. And she's like, let me see that. And I was like, oh shit, she's going to report me to HR. And she looked at it, she's like, holy crap, that's a nice knife. Totally left field from something that I was expecting from my friend. But yeah, there you go, guys. This is what's going to be in my pocket today. I'm kind of looking forward to carrying this guy again. Look at this. That's pretty badass. I'm sorry. This is the Spyderco Lil Native. This is my modded version in with Flightanium scales and obviously the mods to the choil area. Really cool. I'm really digging this. Shout out to Reddit for the opportunity to go ahead and snag this guy. And yeah, let me go ahead and put this in my pocket. I will see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, let me put this away too. Just remember, guys, no matter what you choose to carry, if you EDC, think of DCS. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below, or go ahead and reach me on Instagram at Daily Carry Solutions, or my website, dailycarrysolutions.com. The contact button that's on there allows you to be able to go ahead and send me a message so I can go ahead and take care of you. I will respond in turn as soon as possible. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Take it easy.